Here goes everybody, because they will continue to play Danganronpa Antebellum. Where were we? Where were we? There you go. The next day I woke up feeling groggy and heavy. I must have slept in despite the early night. I guess getting woken up by all the truths being revealed in the middle of the night must have disrupted my sleep quite a bit. What time is it anyway? I rolled over and looked at my bedside clock. It was almost time for the morning meeting. I don't want to be late, the others would worry. I looked over at the new envelope that had been placed on my desk. I should probably check it to see what was in store for me today. It couldn't be too much of an escalation from yesterday, right? I peeled off the seat and looked at the slip of paper inside, my eyes squinting as I saw the truth.
On an alternative account, you write harsh, often bordering on bullying, reviews for fanfiction of media you're interested in. Many of these fanfictions are written by literal children.
What the fuck, really? Why would you do that? Holy shit. But then again, now that I think about it, I also do that kind of thing. I don't care what the author, developer, or writer were in what state they were in when they wrote this piece of media, this piece of work, for example, a fan game of sorts. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
Hey now, how was I meant to know how old they were?
It's nothing career destroying, but I'm sure if this got out, the press would have something to say about it. The others would definitely have a lot to say about it. I was already dreading the reaction to my truth from yesterday. I guess it was becoming harder and harder to hide how pathetic I was growing up. Still, this one could impact things with publishers, so I should see what the idea is. Maybe it's something feasible.
Call prisoner 04 Akari for the whole day and treat her the same as you would your actual sister.
Is Akari Takiko? I forget. Akari, who? Christ, prisoner 04, that's Takiko, is it? Oh, fuck. That's not good for her mental state. That's messed up. I couldn't, could I? Yikes. That wouldn't be fair on Akari's memory or on Takiko herself. But it's not the worst thing in the world. Right, I could just try to avoid Takiko the whole day. That way, I'd still technically complete my dare without having to cause any conflict. Of course, I was going to have to see her at the group meeting, but I didn't have to talk to her directly. As long as I could avoid one-on-one conversations with her, I'd be fine. My train of thought was interrupted by a small knocking on my door. I quickly moved over to open it. Hey, is everything okay? I paused, seeing who it was. Oh, it's you. Of course, huh? Why are you staring at me like that? Were you expecting someone else? Well, so much for my plan. No, don't worry, you're all good. What do you want? Can I help you with anything? Laura just wanted me to go get you. Everyone's already gathered for the meeting. We're just waiting on you now. She figured you were cooping yourself up out of embarrassment or something. But I think avoiding the meetings was just draw more attention to you, honestly. Yeah, I know. My truth is really silly. But I'm fine. I'll be there in a second. Can you just go? I was just about to leave. Wow, someone's on edge today. Something the matter? Trust me, out of that bunch of secrets, yours was far from the most embarrassing, I'll tell you that. You might have to deal with Micah, though. She's been weird about it. Great. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. Let's just get to the meeting. Alright. Takiko raised an eyebrow at me for a moment, clearly having caught on to the fact something was wrong. Alright, fine by me. She turned around and led me to the canteen where everyone else was already gathered. Okay. There was an awkward tension in the room, most people keeping to themselves. They all seemed to stare at me as I entered, but no one said anything or made any strange comments. Perhaps we were all going to be reasonable about this. Morning, idle boy. Did you have sweet dreams last night? Morning, Lyra. What took you so long? Dreaming about getting backstage VIP access or something? Trust me, there was definitely some kind of backstage access, if you get what I mean.
Hey! So not cool!
Guys.
I would advise you didn't.
Chantel, Elias, remember what we talked about? Right. Sorry, Doc. Won't happen again. I stuck it to the corner next to his meanie who looked incredibly worse for wear, an exhausted expression on her face as she tried to keep to herself.
That's enough out of you.
God save me, Shinko, I can't do this. Hey, come on, at least we're in this together, we're both weird. At least there's that.
What are you getting at?
Right, now that he's here, can we start? Of course, I'd like to remind everyone that we should keep things civil here and be reasonable with one another. We are in a killing game and we have enough problems as it is on our hands. We don't need to be making more for each other. Not to mention we are all adults. I would like to hope we're all above childish insults and mockery.
Seriously?
We've been here for 2 months, so I think by this point you should know that isn't really the case. Well, I could still hope. I just want to ensure we can have a productive discussion here and eliminate all possible conflicts or sources of unnecessary stress. So what? We're just gonna sit here and listen to everyone's sob stories? Because I don't care how you frame it. Some of these secrets are fucking hilarious, and if you say otherwise, you're lying. What I'm saying is that everyone has parts of their life that are embarrassing. I want to show people that choosing to ignore their dares is a valid option, by demonstrating no matter how bad the truth may seem, that we can have a mature discussion about it. There's no telling how severe these dares may get. I do not want people choosing to do a dangerous or reckless dare because they feel like they have no other choice.
Wait.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good sentiment, don't get me wrong, Lori. But you know, even if we could discuss our secrets here, it doesn't really stop the issue of them being posted to all social media platforms and being given to media outlets, does it? Yeah, and that sort of scandal can be detrimental for people whose careers rely so heavily on their image. You understand that, right? Well, this whole thing's being streamed anyway. All of our crimes are gonna come out eventually. Even if it's on the dark web, it'll leak out to the surface web eventually, especially if people are looking for us. I know your verdict probably made you think otherwise, but once your crimes come out, things are never really gonna be the same, are they? Even if the people watching this shit forgive it, I doubt the general populace will be as kind. True. I still want to believe in my fans. Besides, people can surely understand that I don't control my fan base. I just feel it's unfair to hold me responsible for the actions of millions of other people. Fan bases attack people regardless of who you are. Even if you just reply to something negatively, they'll go after it. Did you want me to just curate every little thing I said? Are you insane or just stupid? Either way, it's totally unreasonable. Well, you weren't exactly innocently replying with no clue what would happen, were you? You of all people should know. We're getting off track. I understand your concern, Uchiyama. I cannot control anyone's individual actions. Ultimately, what you choose to do is up to you. But if these live streams will surface regardless, at least discussing them like this won't only give you a chance to explain your truths to everyone here, but also to the wider audience who will be watching this for explanations. Right, it's like a morning full of apology videos. I think it's a great idea. For a woman, I assume it was a dare thing. Thank you, Takahiro. Now, can we get started? Please, I'm sure everyone's got shit they want to do today. So how are we gonna do this? Just talk about them in the order they were revealed? That seems like the most fair way to do it to me, which means we'll be starting with... Their eyes all slowly gravitated towards me. I felt my palms growing sweaty. Hey now. But so can remember, there's no embarrassment here. I mean, I don't really know what to say. Yeah, I did that. It's super embarrassing, but I've always been a fan of her. What can I say? I never really had the chance to date growing up since I was so busy with work and writing, but I found myself listening to her music while I wrote, and I don't know, it always felt like in a weird roundabout way. By being what I listened to while writing, she was almost supporting me. So I tried to support her in turn, which kinda grew into a small, tiny, childish crush, but everyone has crushes on celebrities, don't they? I mean, yeah, that's totally normal. It just makes me giggle a bit. Writing fanfiction about real people is kinda weird, but there are more harmful things you could do. Exactly, like murder. Okay, I feel like that's a few too many jumps ahead. Well, I for one would be flattered if someone wrote fiction about me. I wonder if anyone has me as their celebrity crush. Dream on, kid. Mizuki, you seem to be a little off-put by this all. Do you have something to say? Oh, no, don't mind me. I just, guess it's a little strange to me because I do know you in person. She's a friend to me. Didn't she cut you off for being a fucking weirdo? Nice one, Ezekiel. Elias, remember what we agreed to when it came to Yuzuki's crime. Well, it's getting fucking ridiculous. She's 28. I think she can handle not being coddled for 5 minutes. Do you hear her? It's like she doesn't even realize she did anything fucking wrong. Nice one, Ezekiel. Hey, I mean, it does get to a point. Kid's got a point. We'll discuss it when she's in a better place. And how long do you think that's going to be? Should stop this before it goes any further. I don't want Michael getting hurt. I can see her growing anxious. I should change the subject. I know it's strange, but if it makes you feel any better, I haven't written any for a few years. I grew past that point long ago. We can talk about it later, okay? Okay. Great, wonderful. I'm glad that's been sorted. Now, does anyone have any questions about my secret? The one about the dolls? Quite frankly, I'm confused about why that was your secret. Yeah, it doesn't seem bad or harmful or anything. I don't know why you'd be embarrassed by it. I've just been expected to keep a mature image from quite a young age. It conflicts with my professional look, so I'd rather my hobbies stay private. That's what we call gap moe. It is rather childish to collect dolls, I concede, but I've always enjoyed it. It's been a nice change of pace from the rest of my life. It grants me quite a bit of peace. How much have you spent on them over the years? I'd rather not disclose that. I bet 50, it's over 1,000. Higher. Holy shit. So it's more like 10,000. I'm sure we've all got lots we'd like to get on with, so let's discuss Takahiro's. Do we gotta? It just kinda bums me out. Hey, it's not that sad. Everyone makes alt accounts to post positive comments on their photos. Oh, pet. Oh, darling. I mean, you've known for a hot minute that he's kinda pathetic. Like, if you find it surprising, have you ever been around for the last 2 months? Hey, I'm not. I just like the feeling I had friends, okay? This was pre-Sugi. I stopped doing this after I met them. Wait, so all those overseas friends you told me you had back in Belgium when we first met? They were probably fake, yeah. Surprise, surprise. I just didn't want you to think I was a friendless loser or weird. You were the first friend I'd really ever had. I didn't want you to drop me or anything. But I didn't lie about anything else. I pinky swear, just that. Sure. Are you mad? Come on, Sugi. It was ages ago. I'm different now. You not quite girls and your emotions and overreactions. He seemed to wince as he said that. It's going to be a long day, isn't it? I'm not mad. Then why do you have that look on your face? I just feel bad for you. I don't know. I always thought you had it rough moving to Japan on your own, but I feel sad you had so few friends in the past. You felt I'd drop you just because it was your first friendship. Are you silly? Why would I ever do that? Well, you've seen where we are now. But that was because of anything like that. That was because of your crime, Saka. I've made that clear. It just completely goes against everything I believe in. You gotta realize that. But now you got me wondering if I could have stopped you from doing that from your workers, or at least made things better if you felt you could talk to me about more things. You can't put how he chose to treat his workers on yourself. That wasn't your fault. I don't know. I wish there was something I could have done, then we wouldn't be dismissed to begin with. Sugi. Yeah, this is real touching and all, but I actually had a question about someone else's truth. That being... So we all agree that Isabel's secretly a fucking weirdo, right? Shut up. Right, Circe's truth. Do you have anything you'd like to say on that? No, not particularly. No, I think we should move on, actually. I have something I'd like to say. No, you do not. I think we don't have to talk about it, really. It's weird, but everyone has fantasies, you know, as long as it's not hurting anyone, the kid is free to. Asuka, yeah, how about we talk about your secret? As an academic from a prestigious family who has good reputation and would never do anything unseemly, yeah, she's too, what do you call that, restricted, suppressed, yeah. I would like to say that despite popular belief, your grades don't solemnly determine your worth. When you say it like that, you make it sound like they still do, sorta. Count towards your worth. Nice one, Asuka. Well, yes, don't be ridiculous. Of course they count towards your worth. Intelligence is the most valuable human trait. But I must concede that there are other kinds of intelligence than purely academic, and throughout our time, here you have demonstrated yourself to be quite wise, even if you are a failure intellectually on an objective level. Is this supposed to make me feel better? Just say yes. I think what this mean is trying to say is that grades don't equate directly to intelligence, and if nothing else, you're incredibly emotionally intelligent and practical. Well, geez, thanks, but I don't really see it that way. Don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm stupid by any means, but there's always room to grow, you know. I know school doesn't matter, I know that it doesn't say anything about me, but I do kinda wish I got higher grades if I'm being honest. Yeah, school doesn't matter, kid, I barely even went, and you've seen how far I've come. Yeah, divorced, separated from your daughter, nice one. Never really even got a chance though. I was so busy with my child modeling I barely got a chance to attend. I missed so much that when tests rolled around, I didn't even really have a fair shot. Well, that's unfair. Maybe it's just pride, but I want a fair shot at them. I want to prove I can learn and I want to. I get that. Teachers also don't really give, hafus? Whatever. A fair shot at all. At least it was that way when I was at school. I hope it has changed. I mean, they always just assumed I was just a troublemaker, or delinquent, or whatever from the start. I guess me skipping school a bunch probably didn't help, but hey. I know it's not my fault, but it still kinda sucks I didn't do better, you know? I don't see why you're so quick to act like you can't change that. Huh? You can always go back to school, you can retake exams, sure, sometimes you have to pay a small fee, but considering you're an ultimate, I'm sure you have enough. I guess I don't know, when I'd have the time to study. We do have all the time in the world here, this could be the perfect opportunity. I'd certainly be more than happy to help. I need something to do while I'm here. Really? I'd appreciate that a whole lot actually. I'd like to join as well. I missed out on quite a bit of school as well. I've always wanted to go to university eventually, even if that's probably unrealistic. If you two are doing, then I'd love to join too. We could have a little study group, make up for all the lost time. I was half expecting Yasmina should track her down considering how she usually was with him, but she forced a smile on her face. Of course, you two can feel free to join us too. Really? I'll have to make time for it around my lab assistant works, but I'll join whenever I can. Just you wait. Right, I think that covers all the truths that were added last night. If anyone has nothing else they'd like to add, I'd like to move on to one last thing before we leave. I'd like to propose letting Fu out of his cell. What? Are you crazy? We put him there for a reason. Hey, I've been on good behavior ever since, kid. I know you're upset, but try not to be too harsh. Good behavior practically took me hostage yesterday. That could at least give him another month of extension, maybe, because of that. Hey, that's just because I had to do my dare. Can't fault me for that, can you? I mean, nothing bad happened inside the cell. We just wanted to drink tea. It was kind of nice, actually. Still, this seems unnecessarily risky. I'm uncertain how I feel about this. People have already started skipping guard duty for the sake of doing their dares. It does also severely restrict him from doing his own dares. Well, he stabbed Asuka. Quite frankly, I think he deserves to have his own truths outed. I don't think anything could come out that's worse than what we've already seen. You'd be surprised, kid. You're really not making a good case here for why we should let you out. I feel as though with the new motive, restricting him would only provoke him. It gets to a point where it's more dangerous to try to control him while others are attempting to complete their dares. If he's assigned a truth he wants to keep hidden, I feel as though he'd be more than willing to hurt his guard. To get out and do his dare, I'd rather stop that before it's too late. Well, it's your suicide, don't be surprised when the guy who already tried to kill someone tries again. Got me some slack, kid. We're all friends here, aren't we? I guess, but are we? Are we really? Let's be realistic here. If it makes anyone feel any better, I feel like this is the best option here. Fu told me the other day he actually enjoyed being locked up. Oh, and I'm the freak? I see how it is. Not like that is. Yeah, I'd tell you to go back to your nymphs, but I can't think of a single person who could stand your ass, let alone a whole harem. I swear to all that is good and holy, Ezekiel. Girl, there's nothing holy about you. Smitty let out a long groan. She looked like she wanted to tear her hair out. Point is, guarding for 24/7 basically lets him live here as easily as possible. He was given food, entertainment, and constant protection. Keeping him locked up benefits him more than it harms him. Kid, I told you that in confidence. I see, that explains your good behavior a lot more. Man, you can't really keep a secret around Shinko, right? He'll just reveal all the things that you... He has no problem revealing all the things that people trusted you on about. Like, what the fuck? If that's the case, let him loose. What happens, happens, I guess. Knowing we were basically acting as his free bodyguards and servants does make me feel a lot less good about protecting him, honestly. I feel like we just got tricked. This whole thing is so evil burger. Only he could pull off something like this. Evil burger? Wow, what inventive vocabulary. I was just taking advantage of the hand I was dealt. Can't fault a man for that. You were the ones who set it all up. I just benefited from it. Then it's settled. We'll stop with the guard schedule. So, he'll be free? Yes, but you'll not have to worry about attending your shifts anymore. Just come to me immediately if he does anything. I'm more than prepared to make more drastic restrictive methods if needed. Don't you worry, Doc. Your old pal Wang will be on his best behavior from now on. You can trust me. Yeah, I think he's learned his lesson, right? Right. Well, if that's all, I'll be off. I got shit to do. You come and lie. Actually, I think I'm gonna pass today. Yeah? I was still gonna hang with the Laura today instead, you know. What? Why the hell would you... Hey, Laura, need an extra pair of hands for your work today? I'm happy to do whatever you need. Hey, back off. Laura already has a lab assistant, and that's me. Three's a crowd, don't you know? A babe like you is all beauty, no brains. It's bro mine, not sis mine. You're about to mess something up. Come on, I'm not trying to step on your toes, really. Then what are you planning? It can be nothing good, I assure you. Dude, did you forget about the motive, the dares and shit? Just let people do shit, I don't know. This better not be employed to obtain substances, Chattel. What? Of course not. Really? Really, if I wanted that shit, I wouldn't need to go to you. Unbelievable. I just want to do what I can to pitch in, you know. It's good to put my energy into something productive, good way to distract from the dares. I've been doing bits and bobs of my own independent investigation as well. I have some info you might find real valuable. I doubt you found anything I'm not already aware of. I also just want a chance to catch up. We were in the same class in HP, but we barely even spoke. You were just so busy. What do you say we make up for lost time? You never really had many friends back in the academy. I can catch you up on all the shit you missed. Laura let out a deep sigh. Well, if you insist, I do have some bits you could help with. Just don't touch anything I don't tell you to. What? Sweet, I promise you I'll be on my best behavior, Doc. You don't have to worry about a thing. Sure. The group slowly started to dissolve, everyone going their own separate ways, going off to do their dares and whatnot. But as everyone was leaving, I found myself being approached by someone. Hi.
Maiko.
Are you okay? I'm sorry if my truth is uncomfortable for you or anything. I promise I haven't done it for years now, and... Wanna know something kinda embarrassing? Yeah? Okay, please don't find it weird, but... I used to do the exact same thing. In fact, my day one truth was... practically the exact same as yours. Oh. But you can't judge, you did it too, and you don't even know her. I feel like the fact Michael knew you in person probably made it a little weirder compared to me. It's silly, but I like writing us into my favorite animes or stories into worlds where I could be someone better, someone she would like a lot more. Micah, if she was already a friend, you would have already been good enough. She was my friend, she was, and, well, I guess that's it. Was. For a long time I was clinging to the hope that we'd get back together, that she'd forgive me and we could be friends again. It's kind of what helped me keep going. But when I got my corrupt verdict, it sort of told me what I knew all along, there never was a chance. Thinking I'd ever had a chance to be friends with her again, knowing I'd messed up that badly, it made me want to die. Michael, you're worth more than what someone else thinks of you. Basing your worth on someone else's opinion of you is never going to go well. I don't want you hurting yourself again. Michael, I won't, well. I'll try not to try again, because I've got my hope back. That's good to hear. Because being so taken care of by all of you, how kinda nice you've all been to me, it's made me realize. Pause, was Michael actually properly self-reflecting? If so, this would be a great first step. Maybe I don't need a whole different fantasy world to be someone Yui would want to be friends with again. If you guys can be kinda nice to me and forgive me, she has to. And she will one day. Oh. I couldn't hold back my disappointment, unfortunately. I knew that wasn't a healthy position for Michael to take, but she was so close to making progress. Clinging on to the idea that Yui had to forgive her, she kept believing that she'd just get hurt again, and it wasn't fair on Yui either. Not to mention Michael hadn't really made much personal progress. We'd only been nice and considerate after her verdict because we didn't want her killing herself. What's with that look on your face? Did I say something wrong? I'm not being silly or delusional, right? What if that false hope of you forgiving her was the only thing keeping her from not wanting to die, even if it was wrong? How on earth could I take that away from her? If I did, she could hurt herself again, and who knows what. And it would be just like you all over again. No, you're not. Sorry, I'm relieved. I'm glad to see you doing a bit better, Maiko. I felt my stomach twist, but I knew this was better for the time being. Really? Wow. Oh, jeez. It's nice to have someone care so much. Of course I care. I'm your friend. Forever and always? Forever and always. Now, are you going to be okay with your dare today? Or are you going to need help? It should be fine. It's a little scared today, but I should be able to handle it okay. I just think it's best I do it alone. Alright, well, I'm here if you need me, alright? Thank you, Shishi. That nickname again. It was hard to believe this woman was 28. I said as I watched her leave, but she seemed to pause, turning around and looking at me. Right. Not to be a bother or anything, but did you come up with a matching nickname yet? It's definitely a bother. I'd totally forgotten. Did you forget? Not that I mind or anything. I know this whole thing is super duper mega stressful and fucking dumb. You probably have a lot more to worry about than selling nicknames for someone like me, haha. Guilt trip. Let's all aboard the guilt trip. No, of course I remembered. How about... Mine was what everyone else called her. It might make it feel a little less personal if I just called her mine. I didn't want to do anything related to her actual name that might set her off. Coco, what do you think of that? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Alright, just hearing that gives me the boost I need to get through today. I'll do it all by myself today, I promise. I'll see you later, Shishi. Have a good day. Michael smiled and left. I was admittedly a little worried about how she'd handle her dare, but I figured she'd be okay.
Really now, kid?
She is 28, Shishi. I turned around seeing someone had been listening to our conversation. She's fragile. If she's smart, she's playing it up. I don't think she has the capacity to manipulate anyone. She's not like that. I don't think she even realizes she's doing it. Yeah, that makes it even worse. But until someone gives her a wake-up call, nothing is gonna change. I like to think her verdict would have been enough of a wake-up call. Well, you see where that got her. Yeah, she almost fucking... Can you just mind your own business? I just don't want her hurting herself. Well, it's your life. You can do what you want. Just don't let yourself get taken advantage of, kid. But if I had to take a guess, you're getting something out of this too, aren't ya? But I can't say anything, can I? Yeah, Shinko's using everybody to be Draco's substitute. I can see it a mile away. So gave me a smile, but there was a strangely sad look in his eyes. I'm even Mononeko was like, "Hey Shinko, don't you have a type or something?" That was funny. I'm doing the exact same thing. To Takiko, nice for being the realest bitch alive. He walked out, leaving me alone in the canteen, leaving me with the rest of the day ahead of me, and that stupid dare. Right, that dare. It made me slightly sick to my stomach. This wasn't fair. It wasn't fair at all. Surely the people behind this didn't want to dishonor her memory either. Surely.
Really?
Are you really okay with this? This is horrible. Yeah, obviously, the dares are meant to be horrible. But it doesn't hurt just me, it's going to hurt Takiko as well. Wow, it's almost like that's the whole point of the motive. Are you just going to come in here bitching every time you have a minor complaint? Are you that pathetic? You got yourself into this mess, you can't complain now. Can you just get out? The dares are what they are. They're meant to suck. If you hate them, tough luck. Better hope someone murks someone soon. If you were really against it, you would have just let your truth get outed. Yeah, fucking true. Are you insane? What would my publishers think if that got out? Who gives a shit? Oh, so your career is more important than her memory? Emilia, I'm your warden, and you'll address me as such. You don't want this, do you? Please, come on. You knew Akari, didn't you? Just let her rest, please. Why do you seem to be doing everything in your power to remind me of her? Because if we did it, you'd never face what you did. You'd forget and move on with your life, just like you want to. I'm not making you disrespect her. If you wanted to really take responsibility, you just suck up letting your truth get outed. But you're not going to do that, are you? God, you really are the poster boy for ultimates, aren't you? Get out of my office. I looked down at the ground and left. Protesting was pointless. As long as I avoided Takiko for the day, I could still do this without causing any conflict. Right, that's all I had to do. But of course, things were never that simple for me. Almost as soon as I stepped out. You go in there quite a lot, huh? She's just so happy to be standing right in front of me. Hilarious. I wonder just what you're doing in there all the time.
Taki!
It's really nothing all that important. I was just asking for some clarifications on my dare. Really now, is that so? Yep, that's right. It seems I can't get out of it no matter how unfair it seems. Well, if we're on the topic of dares, if I just start doing mine now, she'll never pick up on it being a dare. Takiko is quite smart. And if she understands it's one of the dares, I'm sure she won't resent me for it, so... Think you'll struggle with your dare today, Akari? Despite that, she seemed a little taken aback by me calling her that. She just stood and looked at me for a moment before her lips curled into a small smile. Not particularly. I think it'll go just fine, actually. Well, that's good. I'm sure you don't need it. But if there's anything you need from me that could help, let me know. My goodness, you're making yourself helpful, aren't you? What do you mean? Helping Molly with all of her dares, now helping me. It's almost like you're trying to prove something to yourself, hee. She's sharp. Well, just be sure not to overexert yourself. I'm sure it'll pile up before you know it, and that'll be no good for anyone, will it? Thank you, Akari. I'll be sure to take care of myself. Of course. It was nice when she was like this. It was almost like the old Takiko was back. It couldn't help but make me smile. Or perhaps there was a terrible small part of me who sort of enjoyed pretending that she was Akari. You bastard. When she was nice to me like this, despite what I was calling her, it was almost like... Of course, I don't think you'll have much of a problem with your own dare today, will ya? Oh, shit. If anything, you'll probably enjoy it. Oh, God, she fucking called it. Hey, come on, these dares are hard for all of us. Why, of course they are. I'm just trying to make the best out of a bad situation. Sorry if that came off as rude. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't just dwell on the negatives. No, it's fine. I'm sure you're just doing what you can. It's honestly really nice to see you again like this, Akari. Oh? After a corrupt verdict, you just became really withdrawn. Dude, I think it's best you just shut up right now and just leave. Just go away. It made me wonder if the way you acted before was just entirely fake. But when you shine through again like this, it makes me happy. I just hope you'll get your spark back again soon, just like Taka. Oh, now you're comparing her to Taka? Right, everyone seems to be warming up to him again, no? Right, and I'm sure people will do the same to you, Akari. As soon as you realize what you did was wrong, I'm sure everything will start to seem better. If anything, I'll think you come out as a better person in the end. Oh, shit. For a guy who writes stories about fictional people, you suck at understanding real ones. Sure. I just hope you're not secretly manipulating me or something. I mean, I'm sure you've learned your lesson about that. Dude, just shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shinku, you son of a bitch. You're so gross. Huh? Learning my lesson? Coming out of this a better person? Of course, absolutely. I'm sure restricting all of my access to essential things I need to live and making me dependent on others will make me think I'm the awful one here. I'm not 5. I knew it wasn't great. I don't need to be tortured to know that. I did everything I could. I really did. I pushed myself to be kind and nice, and I just wanted things to be okay. I was willing to overexert myself in order to make it so people were alright. What a joke. I don't think many of you deserve that. You're just like the rest of them. As soon as there's a small crack or slip in the image of me, you want to just assume every part of me is wrong and needs fixing. Not out of any actual concern for me, mind you. As long as you get your free therapist back at the end, you're happy, aren't you? Akari, hey, hold on. Akari. As long as I forgive you at the end of all this, is that enough for you? An easier, better version of her. Is that what I am to you? I mean, there's a reason they gave you it, if that's your dare. Did I at all? You're like getting your cheap bargain bin forgiveness from me is good enough for you, isn't it? That's not fair. Right, it's a little too real when she isn't entirely nice and kind all the time. Shush, it's okay, Shinku, I'm here now. If it keeps you happy, substitute me with whoever you like. Everyone else does it, why shouldn't you? Don't you feel like you deserve something easy for once? A break from having to try? The terrible part was that I did feel in part that I did deserve forgiveness, that I did deserve the second chance to make things right. That's why I was doing so much with Maiko. I thought if I could save her, that it would make up for the past. There, I'll make all the pain go away. It's okay, it's alright. Akari, you can rest now. The world is made to forgive people like you. It's okay, people will understand. They'll give you as many chances as you like. Lucky you. It worked out wonderfully for you. You don't even have to try to feel like a good person anymore. You just have to bring food to me, all cooked by someone else, mind you, and I'll be forced to smile and say thank you and seem eternally grateful that you're not starving me. If I don't, I'm the worst. I really feel like this is something you should take up with the audience instead of me. I just think they must enjoy watching three girls being dependent and helpless. Takiko seemed to catch herself covering her mouth and looking at me a little hesitant. I'm sorry, I'm just tired, Shinko. I'm so tired. I just wanted to be enough. I don't know why nothing I do will ever be enough. I tried, I really did. I'm not. You don't need to hear this, sorry. Sorry, I shouldn't have let that slip out. I've just been keeping a lot bottled up recently. Hey, Akari, it's okay. I just don't want to be like Taka. As soon as he got his corrupt, he was ranting and raving all over the place, making a big fuss wherever he went. I feel if I did that, I'd just be despised. I don't want to seem that desperate. But it's hard to keep pretending I'm okay with this, especially when people just love saying so many words. Oh, you have no idea. But don't you worry, Shingo. I'm sure in the meantime you can get your kicks out of taking care of Maiko. You two are quite close, huh? Yeah, she's gotten pretty attached to me. I think it's good you're keeping each other busy, but... And if there's anything at all I can help with, please do let me know, my dear.
Oh, how very rich of you.
I don't know what a hoochie mamacita like you could possibly do help aside from stand there and look pretty. Before Takiko could finish what she was saying, two figures seemed to walk through the hallway making a lot of noise. Neither of them seemed entirely happy about talking to each other despite their words. Taka, it's me. Are you two okay? Oh, why, of course. Just very busy doing science and stuff. What exactly do you mean by science and stuff? I think it would be too much to explain for your tiny little girl brain. Don't you worry one bit, cutie pie. Oh, that's so nice. Well, dear, considering how helpful Takahiro has been and how much Dr. Elenis has placed her faith in him, we're collaborating together today to help on the escape plan. I thought Dr. Elenis was trying to keep the specifics of her plan fairly confidential. Yeah, absolutely. I have no idea what that bomb broad is planning. So wait, no one has any idea what this nebulous escape plan she's been working on for 2 months even is? Let me guess, she doesn't actually have a plan. Nope. But despite her biological limitation, I have full faith in Dr. Elenius to get us out of here. Biological limitations? Is Taka's there be a misogynist or something? I'm sexist now. Oh yeah, sexist. Oh, so we're just saying it. But don't be too harsh on him. I think it's for a D-A-R-E. I know, I guess I just caught off. I know, I guess I just caught a little off guard. Well, have you been given a test or something to do? Is there anything we can do to help? Of course, I'm pretty busy today actually, so getting some extra hands on board could help a whole bunch. I'd like to help too. I'd really like to get a better idea of what exactly this escape plan is. If you two would like, I'm more than happy to help you and leave Taka alone to get on with what he needs to do. Smitty said that with quite a bit of enthusiasm. It was clear she wanted to get away from Taka as soon as possible. Well, I'm more than happy to have some alone Taka time. If you three would like to team up, I've got a little task for you all. Could you do a little check at the library for any books about this facility's history, specifically any which might give us some nifty little insights into the infrastructure of this place? The library, of course. We're more than happy to do that. I'm sure between us we'll find plenty of books. Of course, it's not like you have to read them or anything, do you? Haha, that's so funny. You're so funny. Please, go. I'll be off now. Let me or Laura know if you find anything useful. With that, Taka swiftly got away from the girls, his stare clearly making him increasingly uncomfortable. As his meeting left, he slowly let out a small sigh of relief. It's going to be a long day, isn't it? Yeah, he certainly is fascinating. Well, don't you worry. I'm sure we can pull through together. Takiko seemed to be in a better mood again. That was good. I wasn't really sure what the whole thing was about earlier. I suppose getting corrupt was just exhausting. Yeah, for sure. Let's go try to find the library. Wait, can I save? Oh yeah, I can. Cool. So I'm gonna end it here because I have to prepare for work now. So this is Danganronpa Antebellum Lockdown. If you want to try the game for yourselves, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves. Yep. Taka's gonna die. Michael's gonna have something to do with it. But man, we're leaning more and more into Takiko being, what do they call that? Losing her true identity. Nobody wants to get to know her. Like, Takiko has so much scenes. I'm pretty sure she's gonna end up as the culprit or something because of this. She's on this level now, on the level of being a murderer.